Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 Morning News.
Happening this weekend, whether you are newly dating or in a committed relationship, the pressure to make Valentine's Day meaningful is real, and sometimes it can be stressful. So here to help us get it right, we have Matchmaker and CEO of Exclusive Matchmaking in Annapolis. This is Susan Trombetti joining us. Susan, good to see you.
Oh, nice to see you as well.
Happy early Valentine's Day.
Same to you.
So you're going to walk us through. So anyone at home, whether you're in a new relationship or you've been married for decades, we're going to talk about how you can make this something special without making it over the top or stressful. So let's start with those who might just newly be dating, just maybe, you know, last week to a couple of months.
So 0 to 3 months is
Okay.
what I'd like to say. So when it comes down to it, you know, I mean, I'm thinking closer to 3 months because you don't want to give a gift that says we're naming our firstborn.
Absolutely.
Right? But I always love like making chocolate.
Together or going in?
Together. So
Okay.
like a making chocolate class. There's one on Valentine's Day at the Baltimore Chef Shop, wine tasting. And my favorite is sort of like hot chocolate and a cupcake stroll.
Ooh.
So you could go to Pitanga in Baltimore or Tate in Annapolis. So those are great if you're kind of newly dating.
I like that for having been married for a really long time. That sounds really nice. And that's not too much. You're not spending a crazy amount. You're just spending time together.
Right.
I like it.
Acknowledging it.
All right. So
Okay.
let's take it up a notch. Those who have been together a little longer.
So a little longer, say 3 to 6 months.
That's
So
still
this
pretty
is-
fresh.
Yeah, it's still kind of new, so you don't want to go over the top. So making dinner at home is really sexy and romantic.
Okay.
Okay, and then you could go to a jazz club, Keystone Corner, or even Blues Alley in DC.
They're good
So,
ideas.
Yeah, so that always works. And then, you know, I don't know, as you're getting a little bit further into it, I always say that when you get to about 6 months, you just don't know, like 6 to 12 months, you have your dinners out, you know, your romantic dinner. So like maybe at the Charleston.
And guys,
or-
remember, Valentine's Day is Saturday, so you have
Yes,
got to make
the
reservations. Yes, because this is
roses and reservations.
it's important to do now.
Yes. So, you know, and just pick some place that fits your budget. And so you're talking maybe a night away. Some places, you know, are making you stay 2 or 3 nights, but a night away at the Pendry Hotel.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah. And something like that, you know, just once again. And then there's also city cruises. They have a Valentine's Day
I've heard of
cruise
those.
on the harbor.
I want to fast forward to the newlyweds too. Those who are newly married. What kind of responsibility do they have to still make this feel exciting?
Well, you always have to acknowledge it, okay? And what you don't want to do, which is almost worse than not acknowledging it, is make a panic buy, you know, like of the cardboard hearts. But newlyweds, I mean, you could celebrate it, especially if you spent a lot of money, you know, on the wedding. So you might want to do like a theme night, like, and even if you have children, you can do this.
And to do that starts a conversation. You're
Right.
talking together. You're not
Ahead of
putting the
time.
pressure on yourself. You're doing it together.
Yeah, and so like I always like Old Hollywood Glamour Night. And that's fun, especially if you have kids or if you're newlyweds and you've just broke the bank with the wedding.
I like it. So what about if you've been married for decades at this point? What do you recommend for that age
Well,
group?
probably they're not celebrating, right?
You should be though. You just told us it's important to.
I know, but they're not. But I say kick it up a notch and go away for the weekend.
I like it.
Because you always do have to celebrate. I mean, the Inn at Perry Cabin is not that far, and it's lovely, and it's romantic. So think a weekend away, a couples massage.
I like all of it. And again, I liked when you mentioned the kids too. If you've got kids, doesn't mean you don't celebrate. You just kind of incorporate them into it.
Yeah,
That's
little
what we're going to do.
candies for the children, cupcakes.
And for us.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to
Some
you,
great
too.
ideas. Hopefully that helps make yours a little more special as well.